commissioned right after the war. The second hospital ship will be commissioned later this year, and it will go to the East Coast. This particular ship, the Mercy, as I said, will be home ported to Oakland, California. That will give us 2 hospital ships later, please. I'd like to do normally we'll have a crew of 1,200. However, for this particular mission, we're carrying approximately 650 personnel. That's 650 Army, Navy, Air Force, Public Health Service. In addition, we also brought on board this week 64 Filipino, civilian, and AFP doctors and nurses who will be going with us on the mission throughout the Philippines. This is the dental department. This is where a lot of
impactions today, mainly third molars, cuspids, and we brought people from the beach in and run on an appointment basis. This morning I did some cleft lip and palate obturators, doing some baby feeding devices, and we augment the beach by going to the beach and coming back again as we, during the day. I don't know what else to tell you. We're running about 270 to 300 patients a day on the beach, with each of those are running about 5 extractions each.
You might explain a little bit about what the dental department out there is doing?
Yeah, at this point, the dental department is running a screening clinic where we screen them very quickly, all the patients coming through, decide what has to be done. At that point, they go to an area that's the anesthesia area. We'll have as many as 4 doctors anesthetizing patients at a time. From there, they share the 6 doctor teams working from 8 in the morning till about...
Filipino dentists working together, and the Filipino dentists will travel with the Mercy throughout its entire mission. We have also 6 Filipino dental technicians that will travel with us. So it'll be a joint effort. The care we will provide will be a joint effort to the Filipino communities that we visit. Surgery operating room that will be used as can be used as a backup to the main operating rooms. And we do minor cases here, some minor trauma, biopsies, and minor surgical procedures. We also have 4 dental operatories that we can provide full dental care, mission availability. But let me show you what we've got. Dr. Anderson talked about the laboratory. We have really a super prosthetic laboratory, ears and eyes, and reconstruct missing facial parts. Come here. This is a laboratory back here. You can look in here. Everything that's done on board the Mercy is free for the patient. Well, I'm paid by the U.S. government, and the Filipino doctors are paid by the Filipino government, but the patients don't pay anything.
Some of them are volunteers.
Right. Yes, Dr. Luciano that was here is a volunteer. She's helping me. She helps interpret, and she...
For this end of the mission, for this part.
Yeah, just in the Subic Bay area.
Below deck, and see how we bring patients onto the ship. One of 2 ways. Follow me. two of the Navy's largest CH-53s. Embarked on this particular mission is one H-46 from Guam. It's currently off the ship over at QB Point. As is traditional, we do not allow helicopters on ships in port. This helo deck is designed for continual casualty reception, meaning helos will be landing, dropping off their patients, taking off, another one comes in, and just continually rotating. However, it can hold two helos actually on deck, one on this side and one on this side. Now, you're probably wondering what would happen if we brought in patients in large numbers and we had to get them down to the medical treatment spaces that you'll see soon. There are two ways of getting them down there. There's the elevators that you just saw. Suppose the elevators didn't work. We have a totally separate system whereby we can use gurneys, and we'll bring the patients from the off the helo, the weapons are taken from them, the weapons are put in this room, and the room is locked, the ammunition is thrown overboard. That's according to Geneva Convention rules. We cannot have internal weapons. In addition, we have a morgue that's right down here. Should we have some bodies brought aboard, the morgue will hold 24. It's right there, so it's easy access. Brought in. Their wounds are determined they determine whether their wounds are critical enough to require surgery or whether emergency treatment can be provided right here on the spot. It's a 50-bed area, which is a large emergency area. Each particular bay is exactly the same. Patients will come in. They have a monitoring system that's hooked up to every patient so they can monitor their vital signs at all times. The monitor can be disconnected and carried with the patient where he goes. Equipment that is exactly the same each day, so if the doctor or nurse is rushing to an emergency area where a patient is in critical need, then they don't have to fumble around looking for where everything is. They know exactly where it is. All of the gurneys are exactly the same, so they can be moved quickly. They know where all the cars are and where all the brakes are coming in. Now, we have 12 operating rooms on the ship. However, should we desire or need more than 12 operations going at one time, these areas can also be converted into operating rooms. They won't be as sterile and focused on the patients. In addition, in the physical area, they have regular ceiling lights that you will find in any normal operating room. Tory distress. They are located all over so that we don't have to. We currently have about 45 to 55 patients on the ship. Most of them have already undergone surgery and they're recuperating. They will be released sometime in the next 2 or 3 days. tube x-rays. In addition, right beyond the radiology area, we have that makes it very convenient for us to provide blood in case of an emergency. Okay. 12 operating rooms that we have on the ship. We have a lot of it tied down. We're only using 4 operating rooms in this particular mission to accommodate all of us. Let me explain a little bit about what you're seeing. And I want to go over again the ship's maiden voyage. And normally when you bring a Navy ship, you launch it, you christen it, and you take it out on its maiden voyage. You are getting the bugs out of the ship, so to speak. In fact, you'll see a little red light up here. There's some sort of short circuit in the vacuum system. They're working on that. That's what this trip is all about. We're here to get the bugs. The first couple of weeks that we were on board, we had leaks all over the ceilings. It's fixing the pipes, getting everything down pat. Now, several special systems that are designed for this ship. Number one, we have what we call piped-in oxygen. We have our own oxygen-producing plant on this ship. We make it. It comes in, piped in. Also, we make we fill all of our own bottles too. Now, if the piped-in oxygen system should break down, then you'll see everywhere around the ship, in all the medical spaces in the wards, these oxygen bottles to help out. You'll see little ones and big ones. In addition, if the power plants go down, we have 1 power plant for the ship, 1 power plant for the hospital. We have 2 go down. We have special lights that are in the ceiling for battery operated. You can see the one with the that's the only way I think the 4 generators would go out. In addition, that also drills every 2 weeks when it's safe, so that we can get the people out in just 40 minutes. You don't have to grope your way in the dark through the wards and everything up to the top level. Later, I'll show you the lifeboats, and I'll explain the lifeboats. This is what we call our sterile corridor. That's a corridor that runs this way between the operating rooms. There's 6 operating rooms on one side and 6 operating rooms on the other side. Only doctors and nurses who are sterilized and wearing the scrubs, green scrubs, are allowed in there. And they go into the operating rooms from the center aisle. You can passage through and from there. This passage, there's 1 passage on this side and 1 passage on the other side of the equipment. We also have what we call dumb waiters. They're little mini elevators that we can put all of our carts, like those carts over there, and all of the utensils, the round things with the instruments on them. We can, and it was designed, it was developed over 70 years, and actually the idea for it was suggested by Helltanker. Instead of just converting it, going through and drilling new holes and putting new spaces in, they just ripped out the whole inside of the tanker. Then on the outside, as an assembly plant, they built special modules. They connected those together, they dropped them into the ship via crane, and they welded them into place, so it welded it into place. And it makes a fast conversion. Now, what good is it going to do? When it goes to Oakland, California, it will sit there as one of our pre-positioning ships. The Navy for the past 5 or 6 years has been very interested in pre-positioning and in pre-positioning hospital facilities. If we were to get into a war tomorrow, it would take us 2 to 3 years to build and launch a hospital ship to treat our casualties. And by that time, a lot of men would have died. So now we have this ship, and we will soon have another ship on the East Coast. They are ready to sail within 5 days. And along each coast, special billets have been developed at all the hospitals. And the people that fill those billets know that if the war comes, or if there's a natural disaster, or the call goes out for the crew to come to the Mercy, the 1,200 people, then they will be ready to get here and sail on this ship within 5 days. The ship, when it's in Oakland, will only have a crew of 40 people. Most of us here on the ship today are temporary additional duty, meaning we're coming from our other jobs, and we're here temporarily for this shakedown cruise. When we go back to Oakland, we will all go away, and there will only be 40 people aboard. Those 40 people will be medical technicians and physicians who will be here to ensure that all this equipment that you see is kept in tip-top condition, that all the drugs in the pharmacy are kept up to tip-top condition, that they are not expired, that the blood bank is correct, that everything works. Twice a year, the Military Sealift Command additionally will take the ship to sea for a week to make sure that the power systems and the engines and whatever are working well, so that there's no question that we can go at a moment's notice.